I'm Jasmine Anderson. Mourning in the Plainedge community today after the tragic death of a high school senior. The school superintendent says 17-year-old Dylan Nucci was killed in a car crash yesterday morning. They say this was the scene of a deadly crash in North Massapequa. However, they did not confirm Nucci was the one in the car. The district's crisis intervention team is now offering mental health services and counselors to those in need. There's no word on what caused the crash. Speeding was a factor in the New Year's Day crash that killed 5 people on the Cross Island Expressway. That's according to the New York City Department of Transportation, who is still working to determine the cause of the 2-car collision in Queens. City officials are also reviewing road conditions. It's back to business in Albany with lawmakers returning to the state capitol. Affordability issues are top of mind, but so is a looming budget deficit. Newsday's Albany Bureau Chief Yancey Roy is here to talk about what's on the agenda. Thank you so much for joining us. What does the budget deficit mean for Long Islanders?
Well, the state's looking at a $4 billion deficit for the coming year. Why that's important is for the last few years, New York has had generous increases in everything: school aid, transportation projects, you name it. Part of that's been because of all the generous federal aid from the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, that's all drying up. The economy's going well, but there's some growing cost in different programs. And so now what that means is the big increases that you saw in the last few years, 5%, 7%, 10%, might not be coming around this year. So a little bit tighter budgeting for schools, highways, and everything that government funds.
There's so much to discuss here, but what about affordable housing? Because I know Governor Hochul received pushback on her plan proposing state control over local zoning decisions. Do you think her message will shift in her State of the State address next week?
I expect it will shift somewhat. I think that the idea of zoning overrides and mandates did not go well, and I think that lawmakers, the legislature is democratically controlled, so they want to work with a Democratic governor, but they're trying to give her more alternatives, more carrot and less stick in the carrot and stick approach.
Redistricting is another big issue after our state's top court ordered congressional boundaries to be redrawn. Why is this move so significant, not only for New York, but the nation?
Well, it's significant because Congress, the House of Representatives, is narrowly divided, and the changeover of a seat or two in New York or North Carolina or Georgia can mean which party controls the House. And redistricting is all about drawing boundaries for your district and, whether Massapequa was in this district or that district, and those sorts of decisions can kind of help determine who wins that congressional district.
The panel has until February 28th to submit a proposed plan. Read more about what's next in Albany and what it means for you on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Expanding wastewater treatment tops the legislative agenda in Suffolk. The county's most recent plan to fund an expansion of municipal sewer districts and provide grants for high-tech septic systems included a ballot referendum to raise the county's sales tax. But it stalled over concerns about money for individual septic systems. Mount Sinai South Nassau continues to be the top performing hospital in maternity care. For the second year in a row, U.S. News and World Reports ranks the Oceanside-based hospital as the island's only high-performing maternity care hospital. The report looked at procedures, newborn complication rates, and early elective deliveries to make its ranking. It's finally back, and it couldn't have come a second sooner for hungry LIRR commuters. Rose's Pizza is back at Penn Station. The pizza spot shuttered years ago as part of a $600 million renovation of the terminal. But the MTA announced yesterday it's now back in business, slinging slices. A historic moment in one of Long Island's most diverse communities. Rasheen Rock Williams has been named Brentwood Fire Department's first Black and Latino fire commissioner. Friends and family came together to celebrate the moment yesterday, a first in the department's 125-year history.
And I'm very humble about this. And I'm here to do work. And I'm here to do right by everybody, the community, the department, and the district. So thank you. God bless.
Williams says he began serving his community as a firefighter straight out of high school. He hopes his election will serve as inspiration for others in his community. Checking out your hyperlocal Wednesday weather. Sun and clouds today. Highs around 42 degrees. Tonight we drop down to the 30s, so make sure you layer up. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds with highs around 43 degrees, kind of like today. And here's a look at your futurecast. No rain today, but we are watching for a potential storm this weekend. That could bring us snow, and we'll keep you updated, of course. So look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
Making beats with your body. These dancers in Brentwood are dedicated to their craft, stepping. Sherry Einhorn has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
1, 2, 3.
Every single step, slap, and clap is timed out to perfection.
Step, I would say, is a form of making beats with your body.
You can't step like me!
It's full of energy.
I just like it. I really don't know how to explain it.
And rhythm.
In sync, basically. And it sounds like crazy sometimes.
It takes practice, focus, and dedication to step and to school.
School comes first. Step is, as much as we would like to put step first, school comes first, step comes second.
Team members on Brentwood High School's Explosive Steppers need an 85 average to participate. There are grade checks and tutoring for anyone who's struggling.
Take notes.
2017 Brentwood grad Birkins Eltime started stepping in college, came home, and pitched it to the district.
I just love the creative side of it. Beats and sounds and just a vision and putting on a show.
And boy, did they put on a show at the Apollo Theater, where the team won second place overall in the national championship.
There's a competition coming up here on January 20th. Middle, high school, and college level teams coming from as far away as Virginia.
We're competing, but we're all, at the end of the day, we all support each other. We're a step community, step coaches, step students, it's all one world.
A world 15-year-old Jason Romero entered by accident. He mistakenly thought he was trying out for boxing. When he saw the logo, he stayed anyway.
It doesn't ever hurt to try something new and stuff, so I guess might as well give it a try.
Everybody here is a family. When you guys become, close and everything. It was really fun.
In Brentwood, I'm Sherry Einhorn for NewsdayTV.
Oh, and good luck in the competition. Read more about the STEP competition on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A St. John's coaching legend is about to turn 99 years old, and he is feeling good. Jamie Stewart has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
I feel wonderful. If it wasn't for my legs, they think I could run the mile.
The legs may not be what they once were, but Lou Carnesecca's 98-year-old mind has got plenty of playing time left.
I'm fortunate. It must be the olive oil.
Carnesecca is the winningest head coach in St. John's basketball history. Over 24 seasons, he racked up 526 wins to only 200 losses.
The only thing that escaped us was the NCAA championship. It's something I would have loved to have, but not everybody can be president.
In a sit-down interview with Newsday, the man known as Louie to many talked about a variety of topics, from the profession his father wanted him to pursue.
My dad wanted me to be a doctor. I would have caused more deaths than the bubonic plague.
To the high school team he coached in the 1950s, and that one loss that still bugs him.
We lost one game. That was to LaSalle.
Carnesecca says he's a big fan of the Johnnies' current head coach, a legend himself, Rick Pitino, and the feeling is mutual.
Everybody loved him. Everybody revered him. We all take a page out of his book.
It's a book that's not quite finished. The man who has a statue of him in the same arena that bears his name is getting ready to celebrate birthday number 99. And Carnesecca has no problem getting ready for a night game.
I'm going to stay up all night till after midnight. Got to make sure. We don't want to blow that.
For Newsday TV, I'm Jamie Stewart.
Now that's dedication. Read more about Lou Carnesecca on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Working in journalism, I think you experience the world in a really different way than people in other professions do. I find it very satisfying to learn about things and get to tell other people about them.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thank you so much for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.